One. Hello. Hello, everyone. Very good morning. A very warm welcome to SQS Center, Ras Al Khaimah. Today, we are here just for a very interesting topic webinar. Dr. Nikhil BP is changing business models during and after COVID-19, a very contemporary topic, as we all are very much concerned about the business world, how it is going to be today and after the COVID. So Dr. Nikhil has done some research on that and is going to make a presentation on the research. So I welcome Dr. Nikhil and all the participants to the webinar. And here we have also Dr. Chetana Nagpal, the Center Head of SQS Center, Ras Al Khaimah. So myself, I am CT Sunil Kumar. I am the Program Director for Business with Accounting Diploma Program. Okay. So the session will be lasting around half an hour. After the session, there will be a question and answer session. You are free to throw your questions if it is regarding the presentation and about the business world changes. Dr. Nikhil will be answering. Any question regarding business with accounting program, either me or Dr. Chetana will be answering. And in general about SQA and the progression path ahead, Dr. Chetana will be answering. And in between, during the presentation also, you are free to ask your doubts by typing there in the chat window. There's a live event, okay? So we'll be answering whatever it is possible then itself, or else at the end of the session during the Q&A session, okay, it will be answered. I hope all of you will enjoy. And now it is the platform for Dr. Nikhil. Okay, I hope you all will be enjoying the session. Dr. Nikhil, please come in.
Thank you, Sunil sir. A very good morning, all of you who have joined from UAE, and good afternoon and good evening to those people who have joined from other countries. Anyway, first let me welcome Sunil sir, Department Head Business with Accounting, SQS Center RAC, and definitely our SQS Center Head is also there. I'm very happy to be with them today. Dr. Chetana, I invite both of them and I thank both of them for joining this session. And more importantly, you all people, welcome all of you to this presentation. Yeah, more than a presentation, I thought of having a discussion with students and all those aspirants who are looking for some kind of information from this changing business world. As we all know, everybody is very much interested in business. Though we are learning business, studying business, or we are not, still we are some or the other way customers of different business organizations. So we have to be definitely in touch with the latest changes and trends happening in business sectors. Yeah. Since a lot of students are joining for this session, as per our institute's guidelines, I thought of informing some of the recent changes which are going to happen in the education sector as well. That will be helpful for our students, I believe. Okay, so let's start. This is the overview for the session. We'll be discussing the major business challenges today that every organization is facing, and it's not only organization. When challenges are coming for the organizations, definitely it will be applicable to all those employees who are working, and even the academicians. They are one or the other way connected to every business organization, and definitely the students, because the students are going to be the next generation employees and entrepreneurs. So actually the students should be more aware of the challenges of business sector. Yeah, so we'll go through some of the challenges that we are facing. Then we will see how can we survive. I have gone through a few articles and few researches conducted all over the world recently, and there are different institutes. They have come up with some plans, and some of the organizations, they have their own customized models to survive and manage the situation. So we'll discuss all those things. Then a few future business models. Definitely, we are looking for a different world altogether. We know that. Future, the world is going to change. It's actually under a transformation process, we can call. So this is what business transformation. As we all know today, our lives have changed. Yeah, it has been still changing. It's something we can say what are going to happen in 2030. It's happening today. So we have skipped a few years in the history of human evolution, we can say in that way. Maybe COVID could be one reason, or a catalyst, we can say. But these are sometimes the inevitable changes or the developments that has to be happen in the human history. Then we see some of the future trends in education and learning as well, since some students are also joining for this session. So let's start with the challenges. First challenge, it's not only any business organization is facing, it's each and every one of us is facing today. Uncertainty. See, how do we manage our lives? How do we move ahead in our lives? Even a single day. It's all based on decision making. We have to take very quick decisions today because things are changing. We teachers, we are teaching still, yeah. Marketing people, they are marketing. Business people, they are still continuing with their businesses, different businesses, and you students are learning. But this is a very uncertain period. And we cannot depend on the same techniques or methods or methodologies that we have adopted and we were using for a long time. We have to change. But when we take a decision, it's not that decision is going to affect our life. It's all about other factors. Yeah. A lot of factors are related or connected with our decisions. So our decisions should be very calculated decisions, which reduces the risk in our life. Correct? So we are somewhere taking risks and we are trying to avoid these uncertainties. It is something, a very big challenge today. Uncertainty in every field, education, businesses, even in medical field. Yeah. Managing resources, another challenge. See, how can organizations survive? Only if they have resources. We know there are mainly resources for every organization. We can say people, money. These are the main two resources. There are a lot of other resources as well. But these two resources, today it's very difficult to manage because there are a lot of changes happening because of COVID. Yeah. Social distancing, wearing mask, keeping yourself and your workplace very hygiene. And next point, you see, keeping up with the legislation. See, the rules and regulations are changing every day. People from UAE might know. Every day, rules are changing. Yeah, you'll be getting messages on your mobile phone every day evening. Yeah, your traffic is restricted from so and so time to so and so time. That too also is changing every week. You have to check the time. Yeah, in India also. When rules and regulations are changing, managing the resources, especially human resource, see, recruitment, hiring, training them, promoting them, all those things, it's a challenge today. And when we are selling our products and services to customers, definitely companies, they have to follow a lot of social distancing and many other factors. When you go to a supermarket, a very simple supermarket, they have to keep a sanitizer, they have to give you gloves. Is that right? Even in India, ATM centers, they started giving sanitizers. They started keeping sanitizers inside. When public transportation is going to begin in India, there are new rules and regulations coming. UAE, it's already started with a lot of restrictions. Responding to customer and employee needs is another challenge. Every business organization has to respond to changing needs and wants of customers and employees. Employees, maybe to a certain level or an extent we can manage. There are employees, internal customers, but external customers, they won't wait. They look always for their convenience. See how customer needs are changing so quickly, even before COVID. If there is no situation like COVID, still people who run businesses or any connection with businesses, they might know how customer needs are changing. Or as a customer, we all would be knowing how our demands are changing. Are you people ready to wait in front of your laptop or computer for 2 to 3 minutes to get your operating system ready? You won't happen in seconds, right? See, when I bought my computer in 2000s, see, when I switch on my computer, the Pentium operating system, P processors were running that time. It was taking 2 to 3 minutes. By the time I'll go have a tea and come back. Are you ready to wait today? Because of the changing, needs of customers. Yeah, from P processors, it came to core dual core processors, and now we are in the I series, fastest computers. But still, I find sometimes my laptop is a bit slow. Correct? You all might be feeling that. This is the way needs of customers are changing. My mobile phone camera, I feel it's not enough today. The moment you buy a camera, a mobile phone, a car, you find it's not that fast as I think. So this is the way customers' needs are changing so quickly. And of course, they look for better options. And today, this condition, it's not only they look for quantity, quality, and speed or efficiency. There are many other factors where people have become very health conscious. Yeah. So how well a company can take care of their customers' health is one of the most important factors every customer will be looking for. Yeah. Adapting so quickly is another challenge. See, it's like, see, if this COVID-19 information would have come to us maybe 1 or 2 months before, the world would have changed slowly to adapt. But it happened in a few days, correct? And it was spreading like anything. So immediate lockdown happened all over the world. Yeah, and it happened everywhere. People even cannot move. So adapting so quickly in business. Normally it should be in business, but it's not happening today. It's very, very difficult to adapt, but still companies are trying. So what I need to say is, you see this, fight, survive, and grow. That should be everyone's motto. We can't simply sit. If we simply sit, we don't know our future. So we have to fight. See, crisis would happen. Problems are common. It is the attitude. Humans have solved a lot of problems in the human history. Many crises we have solved, and we have come back with stronger economies, stronger businesses. Fluctuations are nothing but cycles happening in every business field or every economy. Business people or finance people might know that. So, but unless and until we fight, we cannot survive. And if we can't survive, you can't think about growing. So how can we fight and survive? The first point I would say everyone is, whether you're a businessman or a future business aspirant, you want to start a business. See, I tell you, all of us can be a business person today. Okay, it's not like you should have a specific qualification or an experience, or even age is not a bar for starting any businesses. There are thousands of entrepreneurs, they're working online. You start a YouTube channel, you can be one of the millionaires, right? Even using social medias and online promotions and online blogging and blogging, you can be entrepreneurs and run your businesses. Yeah. So anyway, first point is be active and stay in business. Whatever the business you're doing, or in future if you are planning to do, you still should have that plan and continue working towards it. Never stop. That's where you can see even small restaurants and cafeterias. They are still active. They are open. They are waiting for customers. It's because once you close down your business, whether it's business or it's actually called your interest in anything. If you close your book, the moment you lose your interest, that moment your mind will change to another thing. You're shifting your focus, right? So here the shifting focus point is something different. How can we active and stay in business? I have put only 3 points. There are a lot of points from different entrepreneurs, different researchers, and different authors. But I would say these 3 points, because these are the key points, I believe. First is shifting the focus. What do you mean by shifting the focus? Shifting focus in the sense, see, it's all the answers I'm going to give you for the challenges today, which we have discussed. I told you customers' needs and employee needs are changing. So you need to shift your focus in terms of social distancing, hygiene of workplace, and meeting the legal and regulatory requirements of the governments or local bodies. And definitely the center of attraction or center of your focus should be customers only. How can you take care of your customers very well in business? Yeah, they should feel a very comfortable or convenient purchase experience with all rules regulations of government is followed and social distancing is there, their safety and uh, security is also protected or confirmed. That's the way if you do your business, you can survive. Your best people will come for queue. Of course, you should keep distancing, social distancing in queue also, but still there will be demand definitely for your products and services, your institution or your organization. So you have to shift your focus towards the recent challenges and changes. Take it as an opportunity. Yeah, every threat is actually an opportunity. That's what Peter F. Drucker said, one of the management gurus. People who see the changes as threat, they fail. But people who see the changes in the society as an opportunity, even though it's a threat, if you can take it as an opportunity, you can survive and you can grow on others. Right sizing, another topic. See, many companies, they look for downsizing. You might have heard about downsizing. Downsizing is simply cutting the employees, reducing the number of people who are working in your organization. It's a very simple thing to do, very easy to do. But it will lead to a lot of unwanted problems that you can't even expect. Because the moment you put someone out of your organization, all other employees, that moment they start thinking, when is my turn? So that will really impact their lives, especially their work life, I tell you. Their productivity will come down, morality will come down, even the confidence. So, and that's the way they'll be dealing with the customers also. They may not be that productive, as the company is expecting. So of course, if they can't give proper service or effective skills, how the organization can succeed that too in this kind of a situation. So you have to go for right sizing. Right sizing is actually balancing the work life, we can call. You're not immediately cutting down anyone, but you can balance. If you find two departments in an organization and one of the departments work is too much and the other one doesn't have much job, but still there are equal number of people, what an organization normally does, they terminate a few employees from the department which doesn't have any work during this COVID, correct? They will never think of the other department which is doing a lot of work with less number of people. Why don't you move a few people from this department to this? So all are getting the job and the work is easier and employees are relaxed and they get that confidence that our organization is with us. This is what right sizing. So you can use any of the employees in your organization. They do not have any busy schedule right now. Like, you can see a lot of customer care agents and receptionist people and all those people, even some accounts people. So if their job is reduced and if there are enough number of people, you don't need to send them out. Instead, use them for promotion, marketing, and even some documentation work. Let them work from home. So keep them busy with some or the other work of the organization that can give one other way positive contribution to the success and growth of the organization. And right sizing also can include sometimes reducing the workload and reducing the pay. Yeah, you can reduce the salary sometimes, but still, very importantly, yeah, as our Prime Minister said, yeah, India's Prime Minister said, never send any employee out. That's really a bad message for the organization and then for the industry. Yeah, the country's morality also will come down because it will become a news. In this country, employees are losing their job. So will anyone come and invest in those countries? No way. Last point is motivation. We all know how important motivation is. Yeah, we require motivation sometimes. A lot of people, they get internally motivated, a few externally. Yeah. So my humble request to you all is, sometimes if you get time, kindly attend some webinars or sessions like this, and understand your strengths, and where you can fit in, and the changes and problems happening today, and how can we go up. At least one point if you get from such webinars, it'll be good. So it becomes a motivation for all of us. Yeah. See, motivation of team members. I always say team members. Never say employees today. The moment you say employees, hi employees, or you address them in some other way, employees, that moment their morality goes down. They feel a bit detached from the organization. Always address them team members, dear team. Whether you are the owner of the organization, yeah, everybody is the team. Everybody is under the team. You are also one of the team members. That's the spirit every employee should have. And if leader is motivated, very confident, giving a lot of motivation and support to their employees, definitely team members also will be motivated. They also will stay positive, energetic. And that's the way we can fight and we can survive. So let's be active and stay in any business we are dealing with. If education is your business, if you are a student, study is your business, do well in that. Please study well. You have still a lot of other methods, yeah, than normal classroom teaching to learn and grow in your career. Remember, time and tide waits for no man. So if you skip this time without doing anything, many other people, they utilize this time very effectively. They learn and they come back. By the time COVID and all these problems, they get over. We hope in the best way. Yeah, let's hope in that way always. So let's come to the core concept, that is future business models. We all know what a business model is. Still have put the idea behind a business model. Business model is the way or the logic how an organization functions and gives value to everyone who's connected with the business, all stakeholders. It should be very transparent. When you see some organizations like Google, oh, it's a dream organization. Everybody wants to work for Google. It's because of their business model, I can say. Yeah. See, it is nothing but, see, the framework through which it functions very smoothly, giving the effective and efficient, production services, employee benefits, and even the benefits for the government and society. So it adds a lot of value to the society. So a successful business model will be always giving a lot of value to the society. You don't need to advertise such companies. Yeah. Can you see any advertisement from Google? Maybe some products advertisements they do, but their brand doesn't require any advertisement. Yeah. So business models have always existed and will in future too. So when you're thinking about some business, please think about a model. How it's nothing but you're planning, how, where you're starting, how the process, and how can you add value to customers. If you can add more and more value, that's the way you are differentiating your business model from others. There is a restaurant, it's a business model. You also start a restaurant, but please don't start the same way. Don't copy the other person's business. Bring something unique, bring something new, some services extra. Yeah. You could remember some of the coffee houses, they started a few years back, in Bangalore, they came up with Wi-Fi, free Wi-Fi. In China, we are not that happy with China. I know that some of you are angry, but still, yeah. China, one example, before COVID, okay, before COVID in China, one of the hotels started with a room, okay, where pure oxygen they were giving. So oxygen rooms are there in some of the hotels in China where you have to pay more, very costly. But still, Shanghai and Beijing, they were getting too much populated, both with humans and with vehicles. What we call the pollution also went too high, like Delhi, Ahmedabad in India, very good examples. There came the concept of oxygen hotels. They had a huge demand. People were waiting in queue, as I said. They were ready to pay money. Today, people have money. They're ready to pay. So come up with a model. Yeah. So these are some of the points which you can include in today's business models or future business models. Whatever the businesses are running today, you have to transform. This is what happening. Many companies are already transforming their business models, including these factors. Low cost is the first point, my dear friends. Low cost, because it's a very, very risky environment. So if you're putting money, it's, normally in business, we can take calculated risk, but today it's not possible to take even calculated risk. So reduce investment wherever possible, and you reduce the cost of your business. And by the way, you can sell products and services also in a very cost effective way. That's what even customers are looking for. Yeah. Though people have many people are not ready to spend money. All right. Innovation, second thing. Innovation is anything new, introduction of new technologies, new techniques, new methods. Of course, when you bring new technologies, that will definitely reduce the cost. Otherwise, you don't need to come up with new technologies, right? So you have to reduce the cost in all the possible ways. And innovation is making your service or product different from others in one or the other way. Yeah. There are a lot of business schools, but still you have an option to start another business school. How innovative you are, based on that, your success or failure will happen. Very simple, correct? Automation and digitalization, they are very well connected, coming points. Today's world is demanding automation and digitalization wherever possible. Why? Because through automation, human intervention can be minimized. That is one of the happiest things many humans they believe today. If it happens, yeah, instead of that person in the restaurant, if there is a robot to serve me food, I'll be very happy. Correct? It's happening, my friends. Back in India, even in Kerala, one of the hotels, they use robots for serving food. Back in Trichur, I've seen that video. In many countries, they are going to introduce robots and such technologies for many of the many of the production facilities and many of the services. Don't wonder if your minor surgery will be done by a robot in future. Automation is the key for today's success, and that's going to be the key for the future as well. Have you heard about Abu Dhabi smart driving test? From December 2020, a few months, they are going to start smart driving test in Abu Dhabi. No policeman or teacher would be sitting with you for testing your driving capability. It's all using computers. A computer will decide whether you have failed or passed the test using artificial intelligence. There are a lot of sensors and cameras that will record each and every moment of your face and your expressions and the way you drive. And the road, everything it will see and it will detect and it gives you mark finally. And you cannot complain also in automated systems. You're going to see a lot of changes in airports. They're going to reduce human intervention wherever possible. Maybe in Dubai, after a few years, when you get down, yeah, you will be walking through all these areas for coming out. Finally, you take your luggage and come out. By the way you come out, your face detection and your passport, everything will be verified automatically. Correct? Digitalization and changing of the platform. Yeah, this is digitalization is today happening with the help of a lot of, I told you, technology only. Yeah, Automation is happening in connection with digitalization. Both are very well connected. Most of the services today we are getting have moved 100% to online. Am I right? There was a possibility for many people to work from home before. So it was like 50-50, 50%. They were coming, for 2-3 days to office and 2-3 days from home. And some of the works they were doing from home, some of the works they were doing at office. And some of the services like teaching, movies, and all these things were happening like limited digital, limited physical. But today, whatever is possible to be given in digital world, it's all become digital. Amitabh Bachchan's new movie is going to be released not on theaters, my friends. It's going to come on Amazon Prime Video. Yeah, releasing there only. 6 Indian movies are going to be released this month on Amazon Prime Video through iTunes, Netflix, and through many other online platforms. We are going to get movies. Education already changed. India, according to IMA, Indian Medical Association, right now the teaching is going to be digitalized. UAE, it's already digital. It's already online teaching, and we do not know how long we are going to continue this. Of course, regarding education, we have one more slide. Yeah, I'll complete it in 2 minutes. I hope in 2 minutes I can complete that. This is something I want to tell you, especially for those students who are attending this session. See, we can expect in future, in the near future, I'm not going to give you a guarantee or something regarding these points, but these are some of the points which are under discussion, under many ministries and governments around the world. What they're doing is they are trying to minimize the number of students in the classrooms in future. It's all based on a customized blended learning model, I tell you. Some of the countries like China, Japan, Thailand and all, they already came back to normal schooling, but not all the areas, some of the areas. Yeah, but still minimizing number of students in the classroom they have done. Yeah, 50%. In India also, that is the biggest, that is the major suggestion from IMA. You have to either run on rotation or shifts by reducing the, batch size in order to keep social distancing. Limiting classroom timing, that is also another thing. In UAE also, yeah, under KSDA, the discussion is going on. They may plan to reduce the timings in a week. A few days you come to school or college, and a few days in a week you learn online. That could be also another way it's happening. And many countries, and especially international schools and colleges, they are analyzing right now and following the best practices happening in various countries. Amity Education International, Dubai, they already started their schools in Amsterdam, Holland. So now they are waiting for the feedback from there. Yeah. So they have introduced a few practices and techniques there for their teaching. I mean, a customized blended learning model. And if it becomes successful there, they may implement it in Dubai also with the government permissions. And many governments are also looking for suggestions and guidelines from good international schools and institutes. Then continuing online classes until the threat is over. That is the final discussion and conclusion of every government. So there will be anyway online classes going on in future. So when I'm telling this point, it's very well connected to your future studies also. Yeah, since I am from business and management, this area I can tell you, when we see these temporary plans, these all plans are, they all go well with, business management, accounting, or anything related to business and management courses. It's very fine. Yeah, because online will be very effective when you study business courses, where engineering, medical, and other courses, I'm not sure like how effective it's going to be. Yeah, so you have to be very careful while choosing your higher education or your future courses or disciplines. Please remember that. Yeah, so if you know your strengths, your weaknesses, and how well you can cope up with those, you have to consider those things also very important, because the challenges are not only to understand, to take steps in order to face your future. Yeah, and in order to change your future. Remember that. See, if you do any business and management courses today online, you can work from home also the same time. Yeah, parallelly you can work. That is also fine. See, we all know if you are learning any course, any discipline, future you're either going to work for someone or you start your own organization. Both situations. Remember, you are going to be in business. Yeah. Why do you want to start? Why do you want to work for someone? You start your own organizations. Learn business. It's very simple, correct? But if you find, yeah, you want to work for someone and you want to be in that way, still you can learn a lot of business courses. Very less risk is involved. Yeah, very less time is involved. Very less money is required for business and management courses. I'm not promoting business and management courses, my dear students, since I am from that field. I'm just telling the benefits of choosing this stream. It's not only, because today you have to think in all those perspectives when you are going to take a decision, because education is actually not just a step you're taking. It's actually a step in a ladder, and the ladder could be your career. Yeah. See, many schools and colleges, there are incubation centers today. You know that. So whatever the course you're studying, even in engineering colleges, there are incubation centers. They develop entrepreneurship in people. But now that's a trend. Now every placement cell is moving to entrepreneurship cells. There are no people registering in most of the organizations and schools for placement cells. Instead, they are registering for entrepreneurship cells. They want to start their own businesses. They want ideas. They want training. They want support. They want kind of mentors. So business world is open for you all. Yeah, by understanding the challenges, but definitely it's your choice, your strength, that you should be connecting with the education or career you are selecting. Yeah, so all the best, all of you. Thank you. Sunil sir.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Dr. Nikhil. It was such a wonderful presentation. It was so insightful. I'm sure the true listeners must be delighted by your presentation. It was giving a lot of eye-opening knowledge, the new things, what's going to happen in the market as a result of the corona, or already it was happening in the market. As we know that always the Great Depressions will bring innovations in the market. It was firstly in the form of the First World War, then after 30 years, Second World War, then for the 30 years, it was the Great Depression happened in the whole world. Now for the 50 years in the form of Corona. So this is one point where we can admire Corona also, which is going to make the world positively changed. Now it's the time for the question and answer session, or you are free to post your comments also. You can ask questions, you can make your comments regarding the presentation. You can ask questions about the program, the admission procedures. You can ask the question about the authority, the Scottish Qualification Authority, its accreditation, the progression path. Participants, listeners, you are welcome. You are free to ask questions regarding any of these topics. We are ready to answer for your questions.
Either you can ask or you can type.
Any questions regarding the topic what Dr. Nikhil has presented? It may not be a question only, it can be even your comments also. Okay, now I would like to request Dr. Chetana to briefly talk about what is SQA. Okay, for the listeners, okay, it will be a good knowledge.
Hello everyone. First of all, I would just want to thank you, Nikhil. Dr. Nikhil, you have done a very fantastic job and a very informative session. And it clearly, you have clearly explained like how before and after COVID, how business models are changing. Very, very informative session. Thank you so much. And now I'll just tell you about SQA. SQA is basically a Scottish Qualification Authority, and it is recognized all over the UK and internationally. And SQA provides a very high quality relevant qualification to all universities, very high standard qualifications. We have a diploma programs in SQA, which is level 7 and 8, and business with the accounting. And after doing this diploma 7 and 8, so students can directly progress into the many reputed universities in second or third year of university, subjected to their grades. So it is basically based on Scotland, and they have many centers all across the world. If you have any questions regarding more on SQA, you can please ask. And I understand like few of the people will not able to join the session, but we are recording the session and we will be sending to all of you, so that it will be beneficial for you. And if you have any inquiries further, make sure to please mail us regarding the question session.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chetana. Perhaps Dr. Nikhil is a professor of marketing and advertising. So if you have any further assistance needed in this area, okay, you can really approach Dr. Nikhil.
Yeah, you can just go to SQA and University of Stirling RAC campus websites. You can access my contact details and you can contact me through email, no issues.
Okay. Our program is mainly aiming the students, those who are the school leavers after 10th or 11th or 11th. Okay. It is a progression path for them to the undergraduate programs of international universities. They can merely save 2 years, because after the 2 years of SQA diploma, they will get admitted to directly third year of the undergraduate program of UK, depends upon their grade. If their grade is comparatively low, they will get admitted to the second year. Anyway, they'll be saving 1 year minimum, or if they did their diploma with a very good grade, they'll be saving 2 years in their academic career. So which will make them an early bird in the job market. So it's just a very fruitful path for the students, those who are seeking for international education sector. So regarding any such doubts, okay, you can reach us at any point of time, or even these kind of insightful sessions also. You can freely approach us. We'll be more than happy to conduct these kind of sessions, more sessions. Any comments, any doubt, you can post it here, or you can unmute your mic and you can talk. You're free to talk.
No questions yet, Sunil sir?
Only comments were there. Okay. I can read one question for you, Nikhil. One question has come.
Yeah, please.
How effective will be online learning compared to contact classes for primary and secondary education?
Less,
even
actually.
Dr. Chetana can answer for this.
Yeah. It is again depending on the quality of devices and the teachers and the infrastructure, I can say. But still, compared to the normal teaching for primary classes and even the schools, since you learn a lot of subjects, you are not specialized into marketing or management or even in science. You are learning almost all the topics where you actually require the presence and the support of the teachers. So maybe it could be 50 to 70% effective if all other qualitative and quantitative measures are taken care of, but less.
Now, to add to Dr. Nikhil's point, some parents are truly concerned about the classroom environment missing. Okay. So because they understand that online teaching means only it's like a radio, one side commentary only. So one person will be talking from one end, others are simply the listeners. The style has changed nowadays because nowadays so interactive. The advanced technology is helping us to make it's like a virtual classroom only. It is not like a online like a radio commentary one side or someone is talking others are listening till the end of the session. It's not like that. It's a virtual classroom. So
Yeah,
there is
higher education sector, of course, as Sunil sir said, where there is interaction, there is more learning. That's what I told. Yeah. Anything else?
the initial concerns will be there as we are going to adopt any new changes. Okay, there will be resistance to change. There will be concerns about the change, but slowly will be adapted to the new system because when the computers introduced in the late 80s or 90s, okay, globally it was a great concern how it is going to affect the human life and all. But now it's it's an essential part of our life. Like that,
Remember
okay.
the online banking? When online banking came, people were not ready to use that. They all thought that my money I will lose. But you see, now everybody is online banking. Yeah.
How easy and effective it is, how
Yeah.
fast it.
Same way. See, same way innovations are going to happen in even online teaching. So it's just the beginning only. So let's hope very good journey in this area as well. And this is the reality. We can't close our eyes to a reality. We have to face it.
Any more questions? Okay, so I think now we can end the session. Once again, thank you one and all those who are joined as the resource person, as the participants, listeners. Thank you all, and you are free to contact us either through our academic team or admission team. Once again, thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, everyone.